What's going on, Houston Rockets fans, no matter where you are? My name is David Delano. This is Rockets Daily, brought to you by Underdog Fantasy, where we talk all things Houston Rockets. Today, we're going to talk about this matchup between the Oklahoma City Thunder. What do the Rockets need to do to win? Who's going to need to step up? And we're going to get into some predictions for that as well. I appreciate each and every person who's here, whether it's your first time watching or your 145th time watching. Subscribe no matter what platform you're on. We definitely appreciate it. Let us know what you think, what you like, what you don't like. It's all good. What you like about this show, what you like about the Rockets. What do you think about the matchup tonight? There's so many trade rumors and things floating out there. I just saw one point out. I'm not going to get too heavy into it today. Posted by the Heavy talking about James Harden. Rockets need to bring a reunion there. Just saw that posted about within an hour ago from the time of recording. Didn't really say who to give up in that spot. There are teams like the Clippers and the Kings, who Kings actually starting to play some pretty good basketball right now, who have a lot of pieces that they probably would be looking to dump. But we'll see. Tonight is going to be a big matchup as far as when you start to talk about what the Rockets should maybe do for the future. Big measuring stick game. Haven't played the Thunder, who've been the best team in the NBA here throughout the season. Even though they lost 3 games to the Spurs, they're coming off of a 119-98 dominant victory over the San Antonio Spurs. This is going to be a big test tonight, especially at home, because Houston has been a completely different team at home despite a losing record on the road. 12-2 in these home games, and the Rockets are a 4.5 point underdog. And from the spread perspective, I know we care about the win, not the spread, where, according to how those things work, at plus 4.5, the Rockets could lose by 1, 2, 3, or 4 and still cover. And Rockets have been successful recently against the spread, against when they faced the Oklahoma City Thunder. And really, this has been a series where the home teams have had quite a bit of success. Rockets with the earlier 1 point loss to the San Antonio Spurs. Sorry, we lost to the San Antonio Spurs, but by more than 1 point. And that was in the NBA play-in tournament quite a while ago. Lost by 1 point to the Oklahoma City Thunder on opening day. And now get the second crack at Oklahoma City, who is by far the favorite to win the NBA championship, and not telling you guys anything that you don't know. And a couple things as we start to look at what needs to happen. Both of these teams have really been struggling to shoot the three lately. Over the last 6 games, nobody shot the three worse than the Houston Rockets. Oklahoma City have been in the bottom 5. They did a decent job, though, in that win against the San Antonio Spurs. They also out-rebounded the Spurs by 1. Obviously, for the Rockets to get the upset tonight, winning the rebound battle is going to be, I mean, that really goes without saying. With against anybody all season, the way that this team operates, the way Houston operates, to overcome the shooting efficiency, it's to crash the boards and get multiple looks. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 shots, whatever it takes, and really dominate the glass. I like. We'll get to the predictions in a little bit for this game, both on the side for this, and definitely a game that I'm looking forward to watching tonight. But the Rockets obviously are going to need to shoot the ball better in this game. Just been, even that Bulls game, it is what it is. A win is a win, but all of these games at some point have really been tight down the stretch. And so far, when you look at the Rockets, I mean, the offensive creativity, been waiting on, basically dependent on guys to make some difficult jump shots. Jabari Smith Jr. had been shooting terrible in the last game against the Bulls. 2 big threes down the stretch. That's something that's going to have to carry over to tonight. And we'll talk about who is going to have to step up as well to get the victory in this game. Now, I think that the Rockets right now, one of the slowest paced teams in the NBA, according to pace, been the slowest team for most of the season. Right now, the Rockets are bottom 3. Oklahoma City a little bit more in the upper middle when it comes to pace. Turnovers are also going to be a big factor. The Rockets don't really want this to turn into, it may be fun to watch, but for Houston, I don't think that it's in the Rockets' best interest for this to turn into a fast-paced, up and down game. If it turns into a fast-paced game with a lot of steals and a lot of turnovers, that is going to lead into Oklahoma City's favor. Hardenstein is supposed to be out tonight. Slow paced game with the Rockets are going to need to knock down some shots. Get back to that. The Rockets were shooting at such a high clip, 3-point shooting wise, for so long in this season. At some point, things are going to have to average out. You knew it wasn't sustainable. Now the team's shooting so horrible from 3-point range. At some point, you know that it's going to have to improve. And tonight would be a great time for that to happen. And as we dive into this game further, we'll let you guys know that fast breaks, buzzer beaters, and block parties are back. And Underdog is the best place to get in on all the action. Playing on Underdog, it's easy. Just pick whether your favorite players will go higher or lower on stats like points, rebounds, steals, and more. Get your picks right and you can win up to 5,000 times your cash. This week on Underdog, looking at some Kevin Durant props, and we're going to talk about those in just a moment. Select your players for higher or lower on those stats, and you can win. Download the app today and use promo code BasketballFan to score $75 in bonus entries when you play your first $5. Is promo code BasketballFan on Underdog. Make picks and win money. And as we dive into this a little bit deeper, looking at some of these props for Kevin Durant, as we look at what he's done over these last last 5 games here, really. And one thing that really jumps out at you, I mean, the points have definitely been there. I mean, the points for Kevin Durant, that's something that's always going to get attention. But the rebounds have been really have been up quite a bit. As you see, he had the double-digit rebounding games there against Phoenix, against Portland in the second game against Portland, and also against the Chicago Bulls. Now the assists have been a little bit more inconsistent. As we're looking at Underdog Fantasy, we're looking at the higher and the lowers right now. Tonight against Oklahoma City, you got Kevin Durant at 24.5 points. You got him at 34.5 points plus rebounds plus assists, 5.5 rebounds, 4.5 assists, 2.5 3-pointers made, 9.5 rebounds plus assists. These are all different things that you could go with for the higher or lower for Kevin Durant. And for Kevin Durant to get a double-double alone, before even putting that with anything else, you could get more than 6 times your money on that. Now, obviously, the Oklahoma City Thunder, even though it's been quite a while now, Kevin Durant's a former team. So as we really look at some of these numbers for tonight and really dive into this, one thing we saw the first time, and this goes way, way back to the first game of the season, was Kevin Durant playing 47 minutes in an overtime game, double overtime game on opening night, and really running out of gas late in the game. So 47 minutes, he only took 16 shots with 9 for 16, but missed all of his threes overall. Had a clean plus minus of 0 there, but had finished with 23 points, 9 rebounds, and 3 assists in that game. Now, overall, just the way that things have been trending, and we look at as far as who is in and who is out tonight for the Rockets, you've got Tari Eason, Dorian Finney-Smith, and, Fred VanVleet's really no point in saying it. Obviously, he's out, but Tari Eason and Dorian Finney-Smith are out. You got Lou Dort, who's going to be a game-time decision. Hardenstein, as I mentioned, is out on the injury report as well. I think that this is going to be a nice spot for Kevin Durant on the rebounds to keep on crashing the boards. But we're going to go ahead and combine that with the points plus rebounds plus assists. So I like the higher 34.5 points plus rebounds plus assist for Kevin Durant in this one. That's going to be my favorite way to go. And if you look at over these last few games, Kevin Durant has exceeded that total in 4 of these last 5 games, with the only one that he did not be in that game against the Sacramento Kings, where he fell just short of that number. You go with that 23 points, 4 rebounds, and 6 assists. Right there, that's combining for 33. Got a number of 34.5. And one thing also to let you guys know with Underdog, you guys can adjust these. So using promo code basketball fan, obviously the 34.5 higher lowers would set for Kevin Durant. You can really adjust it to as low as 27.5. You can adjust it to as high as 48.5 for the higher or lower, and get more of a profit on those. So it's one thing, like I said last time, I'm going to say it here. Promo code basketball fan over on Underdog Fantasy. And as we talk about this, sleepers for this game, obviously Kevin Durant is a key to victory. Not a sleeper. Kevin Durant is never a sleeper. But first game, I know Tari Eason is out for this game, but Tari Eason did not really have a positive impact on the game. The first time the Rockets played the Thunder, and the Rockets still won. Aaron Holiday, J.D. Davis, and a lot of guys just didn't get in at all. Not really depending on those guys tonight if they even see the floor. But Reed Sheppard, that was his first game of the regular season. He didn't play particularly well in that first game against the Thunder. Finished with 9 points, but on 3 for 11 shooting from the floor, 2 for 7 from 3-point range. Gonna need to have a big game from Reed Sheppard. And Jabari Smith Jr. had a decent game overall. The first time against the Oklahoma City Thunder was +2 when he was on the floor. Went 7 for 15 from the floor, which definitely would take that from Jabari the way that he has been shooting. Amin Thompson in that first matchup was 0 for 7 from 3-point range. We're not going to see Amin take as many 3-point attempts this time around, but Şengün made 5 out of 8. So Reed Sheppard, I think, is going to definitely have to step up and knock down some shots, and we'll see with Dorian Finney-Smith and Tari Eason both out if the Rockets run out of steam late in the game. Kogi and Jabari Smith Jr., I think, are going to have to come up big in this game, along with Reed Sheppard, if the Rockets want to go ahead and get the win tonight. As far as, and also going to have to make free throws. Steven Adams, when he gets those opportunities, is going to have to knock those down. Predictions, I definitely like the Rockets to cover the 4.5, but I think that the Rockets are going to get the victory. I do, and I'm not just saying that. I think that this is going to probably be I'm going to go with the Rockets here. We're going to go 112 to 108. Houston Rockets to get the dub tonight against the Oklahoma City Thunder. Let me know what you guys think for today. This has been Rockets Daily, brought to you by Underdog Fantasy. Talk about this. Got a quick turnaround thing here. Playing Oklahoma City tonight, and we'll see how everything goes. We got a big game on Friday against the Minnesota Timberwolves. So 2 big games. Would love to get both of these. Definitely want to get at least one of them, because neither one of these victories is going to be easy, and that's an understatement. Let me know what you guys think the keys tonight are for the Oklahoma City Thunder game, and your predictions. I would love to see them. It's been Rockets Daily, brought to you by Underdog. Talk to you later.